Hey guys, my name's Kendall, and welcome to the very first video on the new channel called The Mother Flickers. And on this channel, we're going to be giving you movie reviews, some game reviews, and movie news. So let's get down and let's talk about The World's End. Now, The World's End is the third film from Edgar Wright, the man behind Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, both movies that I personally just love. And I know a lot of people love too because those two movies have a huge fan base. Well, what's The World's End? What is The World's End about? Well, The World's End is about a group of guys who used to be really great friends when they were teenagers. And now it's about 20 years after they, graduate from high school, and they're all in different parts of the country, and they're all living different lives, and they don't really talk to each other. But Simon Pegg, who pretty much is like a big kind of party animal, and he's emotionally disturbed, and he wants to go back to their old hometown and do this big drinking challenge with his old buddies. And he goes to each one of them, and he wants to try to get them all back together. First off, Simon Pegg is probably the best part of this movie. And what I found really interesting about this one is that with Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, Simon Pegg was kind of the smart, brainy guy, and Nick Frost was kind of the mumbling idiot, but he was still lovable. In this one, they kind of switched roles. Simon Pegg is now kind of the mumbling idiot, and Nick Frost is the really smart guy. And I like that. I like that kind of switch up and change. But this movie, it had me laughing pretty hard. This movie is consistently funny. And, I mean, the theater I was at, they were just howling. And at the end, there was a huge applause. And I'll tell you, this movie is the funniest movie I've seen all year. This Is the End kind of held that for a while, because This Is the End was a very smart comedy about, the end of the world. And this one kind of is about the end of the world. Kind of. Just because it says The World's End, it really isn't. Because The World's End is a pub that these guys are trying to get to on their, drinking quest that they're on. And a lot of the funny parts weren't spoiled in the trailer. That's what I was worried about, because that seems to happen a lot of times these days in movie trailers where they spoil a lot, especially with comedies, and that just bugs me. And then The World's End didn't really do that. The World's End is by far funniest movie of the year. You guys need to check it out. And for that, I'm going to give it an A, 96%. There are a few parts of it that are a little bit predictable, and I wish they could have, did a little bit better job of hiding that. But other than that, this movie has very good comedic timing. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, hell, Martin Freeman was awesome in this. Definitely check it out. And this one's not my favorite out of the three films. That would probably be Hot Fuzz, but still, it's the funniest movie of the year so far. My partner, Jacob Colness, will be giving his review of The World's End, so stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching, guys.
Oh no! The World's End.